Hello? Hello? Is the stream okay now? So look at the stream. The stream's good. And I just need to kill a couple of things. Everything apart from this. Okay. Oh, you want the Slack URL? Oh, to post it in the meetup.com. Could you do that? Have you got it? It's the bit.ly. Oh, have you got the whole URL? Yeah, post the whole URL to meetup, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, post the Slack meetup URL to the Slack URL to the meetup group. Oh. Oh no. So he needs this one. Hang on. Just do I'll message you this, and then you send it to him. Yeah. Yeah. That link is what we want them to from the meetup. You got it? I slacked at you, Al. Yeah. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody to a wonderful experiment that we're running here today, which is the a new style workshop that we're running in the group, where we're going to hopefully have a really wonderful experience. We have a bunch of mentors available on the Slack room who are going to help you get unblocked if you get stuck. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do, and I'm going to be posting stuff in the general. If you can all make sure that you've joined Mojifier 1 workshop Slack room. Once you get your Slack set up, make sure you've all joined that one, this one here, and also make sure you've joined Mojifier 1 help. Okay, and I'm just going to post in there. Hi, you can, and just a few links for you to. So we're going to be posting links here, so it's going to be easy for you to click on these links to kind of follow stuff you want to get set up. So we're going to be using Zoom, maybe not. We're going to be using Zoom as part of one of the things we're going to use to help people out if you get stuck. So you can download that. We are going to be following through making a funky app called the Mojifier. Has anybody seen the Mojifier before? Yeah? Couple of hands up. Mojifier is an amazing application. It's an amazing application. It really is. Really is going to change everything about the world. So how the Mojifier works is, let me grab an image. So let's get Twitter. Let's grab, should we grab L? Yep, let's do UL. So the Mojifier is a Slack bot. So it's actually installed in this Slack here right now. So you can all actually run it if you wanted to. So Mojifier is a Slack bot where you can do /Mojify, put in an image, and it's definitely going to fail the first time. Yep, and then you do it again. It's like all of my code. Just run it again, and it will work. Oh, and you have to run it a third time, apparently. Then it works. And what it does is right? It calculated the emotion on L's face, and then picked an appropriate emoji to replace on the image and pasted it back in the Slack room, in the Slack bot, in the Slack, right? So yeah, it's going to change. It's like revolutionary. Elon Musk, get out of the way. Atom Hussein is here. And that's what we're going to build today. Basically, hopefully, we're going to be able to get kind of quite far into the process. So the goal is you're going to be able to hopefully be able to learn how to build like a Slack. It's called a Slack / command. That's /Mojify. So you're going to learn how to build one of those, and you're also going to learn how to do some cool things. We're not going to be using TensorFlow, or you're not going to be building or training your own model here today. You're going to be using an API that will just grab the emotion from an image, and then I'm going to show you how to kind of take an image and manipulate it with emojis and paste it back into Slack. I don't know how far we're going to be able to get. We'll see how far we'll get in 2 hours, and then we'll end it, right? And so I wrote all this stuff for work ages ago. And so if you go to the room right now and you click this link, everybody should click this link. This will take you to a page with all the instructions for how to build this. I actually made this whole thing into a step-by-step tutorial online. And all we're going to be going today is I'm going to be going through this tutorial with you, pausing, letting you run a step, and then we're going to have mentors online who are going to help you get unblocked from different things as you go along. And so definitely click the link. Make sure that's up on your screen, because things you need to copy and paste and commands you need to run are going to be on that page. I'm just going to show you how to go through it step by step. And the important thing is, okay, very important thing. Say hi to the person next to you. Everybody say hi to the person next to you. Hi. Everybody say hi. You say hi. Say hi to the next to you. Yeah, everybody say hi. You two say hi. Okay. Everybody help each other, right? Okay, so, we've got mentors, we've got people here as well, but everybody help each other, and if you are stuck, and then there's people, you say hi to the guy behind you. There you go. And to the lady in front of you. Go on. Hi, there you go. So everybody help each other, right? And but the one thing that we do have is, very excitingly, I've got a couple of people who are in the Slack right now who know this module, who know this code, who can help unblock you if you get stuck. How that's going to work is this. You're going to go into, if as you go through and you're stuck and you really don't know how to proceed beyond it, if you go into the Mojifier 1 help channel, okay? You go into the help channel, and hopefully this is going to work, and hopefully they're paying attention. It's getting live streamed to them right now. And I'm going to say, like, help, I have a problem with my computer. Right? And then somebody, no, you, not you. You don't help. You don't help. Right? Somebody. Yes. There we go. So then you have people, and there we have Mentor Dean and Mentor Sherry are available to help me. Have we turned it on and off again? Yeah, that's Mentor Dean there for you. If you can, get Mentor Sherry. That's what I'll say. No, they're both good. But there's also Mentor Chris as well, is here as well. So if you are stuck, just post it in this room. What they will then do, you'll have a chat here. There's also Mentor Chris as well. There we go. Yes. Please, can you look at my screen? And then what they'll do is you'll try and have a chat with them. Keep it all within a thread inside Slack, right? Keep it all contained within a thread. All of your help. And if they'll try and fix it if they can via like just chatting. And if they're really stuck, they're going to drop a Zoom link in. You know, Zoom, like screen sharing software. Yeah. And they're going to be really sarcastic before they get to that point. But they're going to drop a screen sharing link in with Zoom. And if you need, you're going to kind of jump onto the screen share, and you're going to be able to talk to them. And you share your screen and show what's going on. They're hopefully going to be able to figure out problems that way. So I think we've got everything covered on that point. We're really trying to experiment this kind of mentor model, this remote mentor model. And at the end of this whole workshop, I've got there we go. Sure, let's chat here. Join Zoom meeting. And I won't go into that, but you'll click the link. I will go into it, whatever. Let's do it. Let's go real inception here. I wonder if we can see. Okay, whatever. Fine, forget it. I don't want to waste any more time. But there we go. So that's how it would work, basically, right? That's how it would work. And so hopefully you'll have everything you need to get unblocked. At the end, there's going to be a feedback form. I'm going to really ask you to kind of fill out the feedback form and let us know how it went, because we're going to see if this works, if it doesn't work, what we need to do to change it to move on. But it's an exciting new format. So let's go. Thanks, team. All right. So, okay, so let's just go for it. Right. So how this works, or how this is going to work is, okay, there we go. So it replaces, detects and replaces faces and images with emojis that match their emotion, right? That's how it works. The things you're going to use is something called Azure Cognitive Services. So I actually work at Microsoft. Did I mention that at all? No, I didn't. I work at Microsoft. And in Microsoft, we have a series of APIs called the Azure Cognitive Services, which are kind of AI APIs that let you do different things like lots of things with images, things with audio, other things as well. So we're going to be using the one that you can use to detect faces, and it gives you a lot of information about a face. You're going to experiment with that and see what you can use. And we also, to use a Slack bot, you need some code that runs somewhere on the internet. You need some code that runs somewhere, right, in the cloud. And to do that, we're going to use something called Azure Functions, which is just a really, really simple way of taking a little bit of code and putting it on the internet somewhere so you can just run it, right? All the code is available on GitHub here, all of it. I'm going to post that in here as well. Nice, somebody... Did somebody try and Mojifier? Right? Doesn't work. It's Inception. Just goes too deep. So the code is there. So that is basically all the starter code. Okay? But if you go into the branch and go to completed, that's actually all the end code. So the master is the starting code, and completed is all the end code. So no matter where, if you get stuck, you can always go to completed and carry on. And so, okay. How do you map an emoji onto an emotion? Like, how do you actually do it? Like, what's the maths involved with that? What is the maths involved? Imagine there are only two emotions in the entire world, happiness and fear. That's it. There were no other emotions, nothing. Just happiness and fear. You're like a baby. Imagine your clicker works. Oh, no. Yeah. And so fear is on the x-axis and happiness is on the y-axis. And let's say this image of me, I decided was kind of this much fear and this much happiness, right? It's just kind of an XY coordinate, fear and happiness. And then imagine you've basically just taken a bunch of other emojis and you've decided this emoji has this much happiness and this much fear, this has this much fear and this much happiness, and it's just XY positions. That's all it is. And then all you're really doing to find the best emoji for your emotion is finding the one that's the closest distance in this kind of emotional space. Love that, emotional space, okay? And that actual equation is called something called Euclidean distance, which you can do with multiple dimensions, not just two, right? But then that's the conceptual how do you do it, but how do you actually do it? How do you actually get the emotion from a face? So there's a bunch, if you do want to build it, you can actually build it even with TensorFlow.js. There's people who have actually done that already and trained up TensorFlow.js models to detect emotion as well. But it's such a common solution that there's loads of APIs that do it. So this is one we're going to use. It's based on the Azure Cognitive Services Face API. So if you go to this Unit 2 of 12, click on this, open it up, it's going to take you to the Face API. And what it does is it returns to you, just as a JSON, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is that 8? 8 emotions. Anger, contempt, disgust, fear, happiness, neutral, sadness, and surprise. Okay, and it gives you a number from 0 to 1 for how much that image, that face, is that emotion. Who here's got a beard? Bearders? Go on. 2. You can't be 100% happy. Just can't be 100% happy. It's impossible. I've tried. You can get to 99% happiness, and that's about it. If you've got a beard, can't be too happy. No, it could, yeah, it could predict, yeah, you can be 100% happy if you shave. Yeah, but not if you've got a beard. If you've got a beard, you can't be happy. 100% happy, I should say. So how the API works is this. So if you go, you can actually go to it here, and you can just try it out if you want. So if you scroll down, so yeah, this one is, so if you click on one of these images, it's going to kind of call the API for that image. And you look here, it gives you lots of information. Bald, hair color, and if you scroll down, there's an emotion thing here. So, oh, yeah, there's an emotion thing here. So whoever this person is very neutral. Very neutral, right? So that's the API that we're going to use, and we're going to extract that emotion from it. And then all we're going to do is we're going to map that emotion on an 8-dimensional emotional space. And we're going to figure out the distance between your 8-dimensional emotional value and some other person's and the emoji's 8-dimensional emotional value. Okay, that's how the concept of it works. I've abstracted a lot of this stuff out, but it's basically just an API, and you pass it a path to an image, and it returns to you an array for each face in the image, and with the positions of the face, because you need to put an image, you need to put an emoji on there, plus the emotions. And there's a couple of helper classes here. Oh, we should all now clone the code. Who's cloned the code? Let's all clone the code now. Okay. Open up a terminal. Okay. I'm going to do a different terminal. Hang on. And where is the code to clone? Have I not given the code? Oh, it's in the setup section. Okay. So in the setup section, you need to git clone the code. So go into a folder, wherever it is. You want to git clone it. I'm going to paste all that here. And then once you've cloned it, you want to go into it and do an npm install. Uh-oh. So cd mslim Mojifier, npm install. Oh, it's npm install. Oh, damn it. It's going to take ages, isn't it? No, we're good. And then okay. And once that's done, we're going to run npm run build to actually run it. Okay. We'll actually start compiling it. It's npm run build builds it. Okay, builds it, compiles all the code into JavaScript. All right. Everybody cloned it? We good? Okay. Remember, any help, any issues at all, drop a question. Yes? Sorry? Ah, okay. You have to create an account. Oh, no, you shouldn't. It should be free, actually.
Maybe.
Oh, for the Slack. Oh, no, that's the Slack URL. Tell you what, Elle, would you mind helping this gentleman join Slack? She'll help you. No worries. Sorry? What is the Slack URL? Okay, the Slack URL is bit.ly bit.ly for people who still need it. This is what it's basically this one. Bit.ly AIJS /slack -join. Okay? For those of you who missed it. Any issues, apart from the Slack stuff, drop a message in the Slack help room. Let's get a mentor to try and help you out. We're good? Okay, let's move on. The other thing you'll need to do is you will need to you need an API key in order to use the Face API, right? And that's dead easy to do. All you do is you go to the top here, Face API registration. I'm going to drop the link in. Drop the link in, you go to that link, basically. Then click Try Face. Go down to Face here and click Get API Key. Do 7-day free trial. And click all that nonsense. United Kingdom. And I just use my GitHub account. And then what it does, it gives you this, this information. This is the information you want to keep. Okay, this is your API key and your API URL, right? So copy and paste this somewhere else. This is all you need. Copy and paste this somewhere else. It's going to last like 7 days or something. Copy and paste this somewhere else and keep it. That's for you. All right. So I'm going to copy and paste that here. I think it's the same one here. Yep. We'll give people a minute or two to get that. You got it, Sonic? Yeah. I'm going to point out people. You got it? No? Oopsie. Yeah. Yeah. Getting started? Ah. Was the UI like a little bit confusing?
Yeah.
Or what were you clicking? Ah, yeah, no, get started, yeah. Yeah. Has anybody asked the mentor for help yet? Come on. Have you asked the mentor for help? Have they been helpful? Oh, really?
No, she's replied, but I'm afraid.
Okay. You got mentor Sherry, so you got a good one there. Yeah. Fantastic. Feel free. The mentors are like my team, so please ask them for anything at all that you want. Put your hands up if you've got an API key. Yeah? If you don't have one, Ask a mentor. Because we're moving on. Do you know what? Yeah, I mean, he's going to be horrified right now, the guy in the back. He's like, security conscious. Have you reported it? I gave a whole talk for a year about security, but now I'm going to copy and paste some keys in a Slack room. If you haven't, whatever. I have unlimited Azure credits. Okay, whatever. There's the keys, right? For those of the people who are a little bit stuck, because that's the only thing you're really gonna need, right? You really need that key. Without that key, you can't make an API call, and without an API call, I don't know. There's not much you're gonna be able to do here. All right. Yeah. There we go. So, wait, where am I now? I'm here. Okay. So you got the Face API key. Okay, I'm going to see if we'll have time to get into the Slack thing, but I'm going to do the whole thing without Slack, and then we'll go back to the Slack later on. So to do it properly, you do need to create a Slack workspace, but I'll try and get you something working locally, and once it's working locally, then we'll go to Slack, yeah? At the end. Okay. The other setup stuff, this stuff's going to get painful now, I'm sorry. Visual Studio Code. You have to install Visual Studio Code. I'm sorry, I made these instructions with Visual Studio Code because it has a nice plugin which makes everything else easier. Makes everything else kind of point and click rather than lots of command lines. So Visual Studio Code is essential. And I was like the last person to ever move on to Visual Studio Code, right? So, sorry, L's the last person. I was the last person before L to ever move on to Visual Studio Code, right? This isn't a Microsoft thing. I was like WebStorm for until like 5 months ago, right? So, but basically just download it. So I've got Mac, download it for Mac and then install it. Then the most important thing is once you've got it installed, you have to exit it there. Hang on. Oops. Some more keys on the screen, right? So once you've installed it and got it all working, you open up the folder. You go into the folder where you're at, and you do code space dot, and now open up that folder in your Visual Studio Code. Okay. I have a theme. Okay, I forgot to remove this theme. Don't ask me what this theme is. I don't know what this theme is. Okay, but this is not the theme that you have. This is a different theme. Okay. To set it up, npm install. Have you done the install? Then you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good. Okay, next thing we need to do is you need to have some extensions installed, right? Are you lost? Oh. L, mentors. Yeah, ask the mentors. See? Okay. So the important thing you need to do is you need to install the Azure Functions plugin, right? This one. Just click, if you go on this, I don't know what that even looks like. Extensions, square thing here. You type Azure Functions, you click it, and it should say install. You click install, you need to install it, right? This will just make everything like right-clicky, deploy stuff, right? So who here is installing the plugin? Who here has installed the plugin? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, excellent. You okay? Sorry? You're ready? Oh, you did the module yesterday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We should all learn from you. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. I'm sorry, what's your name? Sorry? Silvana. Yeah? Silvana found 5 minutes to set everything up. Everybody? Yes. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Anybody still installing? It's okay. You can put your hand up. We're all friends. Okay. The next thing we need to do, and unfortunately this is a little bit more involved, I do apologize, but you do have to do a prerequisite. So depending on the platform you're on, if you're on Mac, there's going to be one set of instructions. If you're on Windows, there's another set of instructions, okay? So if you scroll down this page, or if you click at the top, if you click Windows or Mac, let's click on Windows for a second. If you're Windows, you want to open up a terminal, which could just be control backtick or the terminal where you were running stuff in, and you want to run npm i-g, the version 2 one here. Okay, that's if you're Windows. If you're on a Mac, you want to run these two beautiful commands here. Okay, I swear from this point forward, things are going to get really interesting, right? This is why I sent those instructions, you know, days ago, right? This is who here? Who else has anybody else asked mentors for help yet? No? Feel free. Take advantage of them. Ask them anything. Yeah? Think of them like, okay, Google. Yeah? Oops. Installed? Installing? Installed? 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 No? Oh, man. Yeah? Done? Okay. Installed? Installed? I'm going to ask everybody. Yep. Installed, sir? No? Sir, have you installed? Agent, install. Installing? 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 Close? You good? Okay, I'm going to assume everybody's either installed or is asking a mentor for help. So now we can move forward to the fun stuff. Oh, oops. You also have to install... No, I think we can get away with that. I don't think we need to install this one. I think we can leave that one. No, you do need to install that one. Yeah. You need to install the Azure account one as well, which is the same thing here. Azure account. And then install it there, right? God, there's quite a few steps here, isn't there? Oh. Yes, we're going to get this working, I promise. Yep, no, I know how to do this. All right. Install it if you want. I think I figured a way where you don't need to actually set this one up. But anyway, let's move forward. All right. We're clicking continue. It's exciting. It's exciting now. Clicking continue, all right? Click into the fun stuff. Right. We need to create kind of a project where you can, create some code which then gets deployed over to the internets, right? You need to create, it's called a serverless function. It's quite exciting. Have you heard the word serverless before? Yeah? Yes? Yes, cool. Excellent. Fantastic. Yes. Everybody else should pay. Why is nobody else doing that? Yeah? Cool? Thanks. Okay, how you do this is you go into the, well, you don't have to go into anywhere, and you do, with Visual Studio Code, you do a command palette, which you can either go, how do you go to the command palette without the command? Yeah, Command Shift P. I don't know what it is on Windows. Windows Shift P? Control Shift P? Okay. So either one, you do it that way, and then you bring up the command palette. What is there one in here? Is there like a way of going to it like this? I don't know. Oh, view. Yeah, view. Or you can go view command palette, right? Either way. But Command Shift P, we're going to be using it a lot. The first thing you want to do is if you go follow the instructions, you want to create Azure Functions create new project. Okay, so Command Shift P, Azure Functions create new project. Yeah, you click that. Did the command show up for people? Yeah, everybody saw that command. Okay, fantastic. Then it's gonna ask for the folder. Pick your folder, which is MS Learn the Mojifier. The theme is horrible, isn't it? You can't see anything. Anyway, MS Learn the Mojifier. Okay, you want to pick JavaScript. Do not pick TypeScript. This is a TypeScript project, but you want to pick JavaScript. Okay? You just pick JavaScript, right? JavaScript is going to ask you if you want to overwrite the git ignore file, and you want to answer no. Okay, you want to answer no. I could never remember. You want to answer no. Okay, you do not want to overwrite your git ignore file. Okay? And what that does, it basically just creates kind of, adds a couple of files in here. It doesn't really do much. Sets up some settings in VS Code, etc. But that's just setting up like a container, put it that way, to deploy your code. Then you actually want to create what's called one single endpoint. And a single endpoint is like a single URL which will exist on the internet. And when you hit that URL, it's going to execute some code. That's a function, right? So to do that, you do the same thing, but you do create function, right? So Azure Functions create function. Create function, yeah? Click that. Same thing, MS Learn the Mojifier. Oh. And then it's going to ask you the kind of way you want it to be triggered. We're web developers, so we're going to choose HTTP trigger. Oh, we're all, maybe, I just made an assumption there. We're all web developers. We're going to choose HTTP trigger, right? Then we want to give it a name, and the name we're going to give it is a very specific name. The name you want to give it is Mojify image. Mojify wasn't a verb until I made it into a verb. Okay, now you Mojify things. Okay, now you Mojify images. That's what we choose. Mojify image. Or you can do whatever name you want, but it's going to be easier if you pick my name, right? Mojify image. Hit enter. Authorization level. And again, Mike is going to get upset with me about this because I'm going to say we want to pick anonymous, which is the least secure method of creating a function in the world. Anybody can execute your function code, which is actually what you want at the end of the day. We're creating something for everybody. I'm going to create an anonymous function. And then it's going to give me some errors that you're going to ignore. And then it would have failed. No, it didn't fail. It's not showing up on my left-hand menu. Oh, okay. You might have to refresh the pane there to see it, but it'll create a folder called Mojifier image. And inside there, it's going to create, this is some code it's created, right? And this is the code that it's going to run when we execute this function, right? Some very, very simple code. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to run this function, okay? We create a function called Mojifier image. We're going to run it. How we're going to run that is open up a terminal, which in VS Code is control backtick or option backtick or Command-Shift-P terminal, create new terminal, right? Yeah. You can go to view terminal as well. Many different ways of doing the same thing. Ah, yeah, it's true. And then here, what you should have now, you should have a thing called func, a tool called func, host start. And you type it, func host start. Sounds like a song. Func soul. Func soul brother. Right? Func host start. This is where a lot of people are going to put their hands up because it's not working, right? Is it not working for people? Put your hand up if it's not working. It's not working? It's not working? It's not working? Mentor Chris, he's helped you out with a Zoom or with like just text. Nice. So if you're stuck, you contact mentor. You contact that. Have you seen the help channel? Help channel. Go in the help channel. They will help you out. Who else was stuck? You two gentlemen here. You're stuck.
Yeah.
Ah. Did you do the brew install? Ah, this is Linux? Buddy, hardcore. For Linux, there's another set of instructions. For Linux, if you go to Azure Functions here, and you scroll here, you'll see there's the Linux instructions here, which are a little bit more complicated, obviously, because it's Linux, right? But that's a decision you made. That's a life choice. So probably not the first time that you... But there you go. If you follow those instructions, you should hopefully... This is what sets up this command. These commands is what sets up that func command line for you. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Go check. Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Windows, it does firewall notice just allow access, right?
Yeah.
Security guy.
Security for a whole year. An entire year gave talks on security. They want to unblock the firewall for all access. To go for it, yeah? Yeah, Mike says yes. Yeah. Huh? It'll be easier if I just give you my Microsoft password, yeah? Yeah. You got what? That's your happy look. Yes. What did you say that? I didn't hear what you said. Happy hand? Everything's good. Oh, you got it.
Of course, that was the name. It's too far.
Fantastic. Everybody be like Svetlana, come on. Okay, so if it works, okay, I'm going to leave people with this is mentors. Ask the mentors. Yes? No. Ask the mentors if you're struck. You need a mentor? Have you seen the help? Have you seen the help channel? Have you seen the help room? Let's get you in the mentors. Let's get you in the mentors. Come on.
Okay.
So are you in the Slack?
Yeah.
Yeah, go in the Slack.
I can't do this. Like asking you is easier, right?
No. Go in the Slack. Go in the Slack.
Yeah. Over there.
Okay. Yeah. Ask these guys. Yeah. They will jump on a line. They will zoom you. They will do everything with you. Yeah. Yeah. Did she help you out? Okay. Yeah. Just it's cool. Just be patient. She'll just yeah. Let her help you out with Zoom and go for it that way. But you're all good. You got help. There's people here for you. Elle, do you need a mentor?
Why did none of my commands
Funk. Funk. If Funk isn't working, it means you haven't set up the
Oh, you didn't do it.
the brew. If you scroll down this top thing here, scroll down a little. Mac.
work?
Click the Mac instructions. Brew tap. You got to run those two bad boys. Yeah. Who's got hello their name? Yes? Yes? No? In the oh sorry, I haven't shown you what it does. Okay, oops. So how it works, if it's working, this should be printed out in your terminal. And yes, the underline that is slightly off, right? The actual text here is intentional. Yes, it's intentional. I don't know. I spent ages trying to figure out what that was. I don't know it as well. Okay, so if you click that, this is basically what you created. I mean, we're all web developers. Well, some web developers. We're creating like kind of a web server which is serving like executing some code when you hit a URL, right? And so this is saying, please pass a name to the query string or in the request body. So if you did :name is equal to Asim, it's going to say hello Asim. Yeah. But impressive, yeah? And the really cool thing about this actually is, and the thing that's really cool about this is that because it's Visual Studio Code, and this is why it's going to really help you to have all this stuff set up properly on your computer, is what you can do is this on the left-hand side here, where you see the red dot, you can drop that wherever you want in the function. You can drop it there. Okay, that's going to do a breakpoint. And then I'm going to press F5, just F5 on my computer here, F5. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. That was wrong, because I have to kill it first. Let me kill the original one. Kill this one. Then I'm going to press F5, right? And it can actually let you debug it from Visual Studio Code as well, right? And yeah, and it's going to run it for you. All I did was press F5, right? F5. Now it's running, and I dropped a breakpoint in there, so it would stop execution at that line. And now it's got purple thing at the bottom, which means that it's in debug mode. So now if I go in here and I just refresh, what the hell is happening? Look, I'm in Visual Studio Code now, right? I'm debugging my way through. So I'm here and I can hover over things, right? And you can see I can hover over rec, which is the request. And I can see the query, and I can see the name. The parameter I passed in was Asim. And then you can go step over, and then that's going to return hello Asim. I'm going to execute it all the way to the end. It finishes, it returns hello Asim, right? So that's like a really cool thing about, that's why I really like functions actually, because you can do it locally on your computer and debug your way through things, which is pretty cool. Who's got hello their name? A couple of people, a couple of half hands up. Mentors, that's who you want, mentors. We're going to move forward because of time. All right. So another couple of things we're going to do. We're going to actually start editing this function and start making it something that returns an image with an emoji on people's face, right? Now we're starting to get some real fun stuff happening. So I'm going to use TypeScript just because it's easier to use imports and a lot of this other stuff. It's very easy to do, very easy to do. You basically just go into the file, and where it says index.js, you do index.ts. That's it. That's all you do. That's all you got to do. Change the JS to TS. Right? That works like just as fine. But we can't run TypeScript. We can only run JavaScript. So we need to convert the TypeScript to JavaScript. So in order to do that, we need to run the npm run build. So open up another terminal. Go terminal, here, new terminal. Open up a second one. And inside there, I'm going to npm run build. npm run build. Let's type it in here. npm run build. No, you can run it from any terminal. You can actually run that from any terminal. Okay? And once that runs, it will take this beautiful TypeScript here, right? This beautiful TypeScript code here, and create even more beautiful JavaScript code. Isn't that beautiful JavaScript code? Look at this JavaScript code. Everybody look. How beautiful is that? Right? But basically, it's creating JavaScript code, right? From TypeScript code, and then the same thing will work. It will just basically you can still run it and execute it like normal, and we haven't changed anything about it, right? So it's still the same code, but just running as TypeScript. The npm run build is running. If you run it in a separate terminal, it will just stay there running all the time. And as you type, whatever you type in the TypeScript file, it will convert it to JavaScript. Yeah. Simply convert your file to a TypeScript file. Yeah. And then back to JavaScript. Yeah. Forward and back. Yeah. 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 It does. Yeah. 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 Watch minus W. Yeah. People got it all working? Who needs a little more help to get TypeScript running? No? Okay. Let's move forward. All right, now we're going to start using those keys that I gave everybody. I mean, that you got yourself previously. We're going to use those keys. We need to stick them somewhere, right? You could hard code it into the code if you wanted to, but let's not do that. Let's do it properly. Let's put it in a configuration file. Okay, that's the best way to do it. What you want to do is grab these two, just copy and paste these things here, right? The values, not the outer thing, but just the inner things. Go into here, there's a file called local settings, and just append it to the end. Just like that. Right? Local settings.json. Local settings.json. Right? Then you grab the endpoint from there. And you grab your own key or my key, whichever key you want. Okay. Put them both in this array. And this will make it as available to your code, so you can use it, right? Better than hard coding. You happy with that, Mike? Yeah? Okay, good. Mike approves of my security credentialing here. I just shouldn't have given them the key in Slack. That probably is the hole in my security that I had. But anyway. Okay, now we're actually going to start creating this image function of ours, right? And we're going to be using an image library called GIMP. J-I-M-P. Now, there's a very good reason why I'm using import GIMP is equal to require. And it's because it doesn't work the other way around. That's it. I don't know why. Don't know why it doesn't work. It just doesn't. Exactly. That's a great question. You can ask the mentors, maybe. I've heard they're really good at answering questions like these. I don't know. It just didn't work. I don't know. I'm not very good at JavaScript, I'll be honest. It's not. That's exactly what it was. You're right. It's not TypeScript. Yes. No, it wasn't that, actually. No. I can't remember. It just didn't work when I did from GIMP. So Mike looks upset as well. He's not happy with that. Is it the mismatching of the is it triggering? Ah, right. Oh. Huh? TypeScript is a real language. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the made-up language. He's a what language are you? C#. Boo. 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 People, please, come on. Don't. He's a human being. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Okay, I'm just. Have I asked if have I level set? Has anybody? Yeah. Everybody's got the keys in the local settings file. No? Oh. Did you get the keys from the Face API? If you didn't get the keys from the Face API, somebody posted them in the Slack. There. Somebody. Oh, who have I got some Slack emojis? Ah, nice. Yeah. Ah, good. Excellent. How's our help channel doing? Okay, excellent. Then I'm going to go into. So we're going to do just to start with. Let's copy and paste this whole code here. You can click copy here, and just go into your index.ts. Just delete the whole thing and paste it in. We'll just start from somewhere, and you hit save. Okay. And if you've got the npm run build running in another terminal, it would have automatically compiled that into something else here. Some more beautiful JavaScript code here. Yeah? Look at that. Stunning. And this is just doing the same stuff, right? So basically, this is just going to return. It's this index function is the main function, and all that this function is going to do now is just return hello. That's what it's going to do right now. If I was to run this again, F5. Okay. Go to the URL. It's just going to return hello. That's all this new code is doing. We're just going to start off from somewhere. We're going to build it up, right? We're getting there. We've now imported GIMP. That's the important thing. It's an image manipulation library. We need to manipulate images. So we're almost there. Gonna wait. So what you have to, just a reminder, what you have to do right now is go into, we're on step 5 of 10. If you scroll to the bottom where it says write the Mojifier function, and then we're going to copy and paste this code into your index.ts file, save it, have it compile into JavaScript, run it, and make sure it's working. I'm actually going to paste this into the Slack as well. Okay. Yeah, all good? All good? Good? Wow. All good? Oh, has everybody done it? You good? Oh, I thought, okay. Ah, you're well advanced. You're well advanced. Turn it around, turn it around, turn it around. Yeah, you're too advanced there. You're moving too fast. All right, so we start off with that code. Then what we're going to do, and this is, I'm going to do quite a few steps here, and there's a shortcut approach. If you want to shortcut all the way through these steps and just get to where you want to be, go into the source code on GitHub, go to completed, go to Mojifier image, right? Which basically is going to be writing all this code. But what you could do is just click raw, copy all that code and paste it in. Do you know what? That's actually what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy all the code. I'm going to debug through it so you can see what it's doing. I think that's the best way, actually. Yeah, I'm going to debug the code. Yeah. So go into, I'm actually going to paste it all in GitHub as well. I mean, okay. I'm pasting all of this code into index.ts. Boom. Here's one I baked earlier. Right. I'm going to do that thing I showed you before, where I'm dropping a breakpoint in, and I'm going to debug through it and show you line by line what it's doing, basically, in order to get it working. And the cool thing about this is once you've got this working here, you can make a Slack bot which does anything. Replaces people's faces with different fish, or replaces people's faces with different types of meat, animals, or replaces people's faces with other people's faces, right? The options are endless for what you could do with it. But there's a bunch of things. I mean, you're learning how to build a Slack bot which returns an image. So you can make it do whatever you really want it to do. I've made one which uses the Face API, and the Face API also gives you the exact locations of people's pupils. And I've made one that puts glasses on everybody's faces. There's ones that puts mustaches on people's faces, hats on people's heads. Loads of options here. They're all very useful, of course. So let's just debug our way through this now. So I'm going to press F5. So remember, I got the code from GitHub, completed branch, Mojify image folder, index.ts, took all of that code, pasted it into our code, and I'm just running that one. And now I'm going to debug through it, just to show you how it works. So now, if I go to Mojify image, if I click into it, it's going to drop me straight back into here. And now in. I'm going to debug over. Okay, so doing some logging. This is just something that tells it the type of thing to return. I'm telling it to return a JPEG image. It's going to return some raw data, and it's going to be 200 response code. I'm going to get the image URL from the query parameters. So the query is like an object, right? And this returns the image URL from the object, but I'm not passing anything to the query parameters. I'm passing in nothing right now. So there is no image URL. I'm not passing anything in right now. So then it's going to say, okay, the message, going to give me a message, going to log it to the screen, and then it's going to return a 400 error, HTTP 400, with that error message here. If I now let that continue, it's going to say image URL is required. So let's give it an image URL, right? Who did we use? We used L before, didn't we? Let's continue to use L. No, let's use someone else. No, he's got, yeah. I don't know if it'll work on Stanek. Yeah, he's got a beer can in front of his face. Let's see. Because now we're going to do you. All right, so then, if we pass in -image URL is equal to that image. I'm still debugging, I think. So now, if I press there we go, back at the top again. Setting up what it's going to return, getting the image URL, which this time is that image. Okay. So now what is it going to do? It's going to do a lot of magic, to be honest with you. You're going to have to look into the source code to figure out exactly what it's going to do. But first, it's going to get from the Face API. Okay. So the Face API this is just the some code I wrote. Oops, is it my code? It is actually. That just calls the URL it calls the URL for the Face API and just passes in the relevant keys, gets the response back as JSON and returns it back out. That's all this is doing. Okay. Oh, shizzle. Now I'm in the JavaScript. I don't want to be in the JavaScript. How do I get out of the JavaScript? I know. I'll drop a breakpoint here. Okay. No faces were found in this image. If Stanley doesn't have a face. Let's choose L. Right. Let's choose L. Let's do that again. So go over, go over, go over. It's going to get the faces. Okay, here we go. So it's found one face in this image. And it gives us the position of the face. And, oh, you're very happy, L. You're very happy. Happiness 1. And it's also figured out which emoji to match to you. Okay. Just don't grow a beard. Right? And then this is the cool thing if you want to see it. This is what's happening here, the Mojified image. So it's then going to, with GIMP, what you can do is you can load an image with GIMP. Okay. And GIMP is a library which you use to kind of place things on things, to draw lines. You can draw on text on images. You can do a lot of stuff with GIMP. It's pretty cool, actually. And for each face, okay, we're going to get the position of the face. Okay. It's then going to load up an emoji, and all the emojis are found in here. There's an emoji for every single emoji. It's going to load up this as a PNG. Okay, so now it's loaded up the actual image, and it's loaded up the emoji image, and now it's going to place the emoji on top of composite. Is like place one on top of the other. That's what composite means. So you're going to place the emoji on top of the composite image at this position. You also resize it as well. And then just do that for each face in the image, because actually this API can run on like 64 faces. Pretty cool. And then that's all it's doing, really. And then it's basically returning an error in JavaScript, whatever. And then, boom. Happiness. We just did it, right? Just did it. Cool. Cool, yeah? Yeah. Cool. Have people managed to Mojify a face? I want to leave people a moment to have you Mojified a face? You have Mojified a face. Show me the face you Mojified. Everybody who's mojified a face, take a screenshot of it and paste it. Awesome. Yes. Yeah. Please take a screenshot if you don't mind. Post it in the Slack room. Have you got one?
No, I got some errors. Undefined. Called face
Oh, did you go into your code? Did you do the code in local settings?
I did.
Yeah, maybe restart. Yeah, sorry. Mentors. Get the mentors. If this still doesn't work, get the mentors. Who else got you got Mojified? You got Mojified? How excited I am when I find out people got Mojified. Show me the Mojified. Dude! Yes! Yeah. Take a screenshot, post it. Yeah? Mojify. You Mojified, I saw you Mojify. Selfie on the Slack, yeah? Dude, did you do it? Oh, that's somebody else. Okay. You didn't do it? No? You Mojified? I love the fact that I invented a verb. It's fantastic. I don't even care if I didn't. I think I did. Mojified? You all right? You got it working? Mentors. Remember, we've got mentors. You Mojified? Have you Mojified? Yeah. How did you Mojify your face? It told me no faces were found in that image. Yeah. Interesting. It's kind of offensive, isn't it? Yeah. Wow, a lot of Mojified faces. I'm so happy right now. I'm really proud. I'm really proud. All right, in that case, I think we actually do have time to turn this into a Slack bot. Okay, we've got another hour. I want to give people I think I'm going to do it two ways. Yes, I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to first do it a quick way. Oh, nice. Some good. Oh. Sean Larkin, nice. Excellent. Okay. We are gonna go for a Slack bot. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make a Slack bot. Okay. So I'm gonna post. Oh, we got another one. That is. Oh, got more. Is that you? Nice. Okay, so we're gonna do something else as well now. So to actually turn this into a Slack bot, oh yes, L. Yes. Okay, does anybody want to know why there's a poop in there? Anybody want to know why there's a poop? Yeah? Why there's a poop? There's a poop because I calibrated the emojis, because obviously like an emoji it's not a real face. So what is the emotional value of an emoji? What are the values for those 8 emotions of an emoji, right? So I didn't actually put the emoji through the API to get it, because it's just an emoji, right? I used proxies. So for each emoji, I create a picture of myself expressing that emotion. Okay? So if you go into the code under proxy images, yeah? Angry, this is me looking angry, right? Anguished is my old boss, right? He looks anguished. Confounded, this is me confounded. Oh, this is confused, my friend Sarah. And scream, oh, this is me screaming. Sleeping, oh, this is my friend Brian. Sobbing, oh, this is Simona. And so I use proxy images. Each of those emojis is proxy images, right? What's the proxy image for the piece of shit? There are certain people in this world who I consider pieces of shit, and I use one of their faces as the proxy for a piece of shit. Huh? Gonna get political. Close. Close. I could have used 50-50. I could have been Boris Johnson, right? Huh? The orange one, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, this is getting recorded. Probably shouldn't get too political, should I, Mike? I should go all in, yeah. Anyway, that's where the shit comes from. Little story there. That's Theresa May. Is the second one Theresa May as well? Oh no, no, it's not. They're both Theresa May. Fantastic, excellent. All right, so this is working. I'm super excited about this. But what I want people to do now is I want you to go to ngrok.com, ngrok.com, and download whatever it is that they've got there. I think it's the downloads, right? So you can just download it this way and do it. Don't know which way it works. Hang on. Is that how it works? Yeah, you download it. And then I'm going to show you what this does in a second. Oh, I've got two of them, that's why. Okay. So you need to download ngrok. Ngrok, right? What ngrok does is right now we're running this application locally on your computer. You're running it locally on your computer. But in order for Slack to use it, it needs this thing to be available. It can't call your computer. It needs to call your code somewhere on the internet. And what ngrok does, it gives you a URL on the internet, which then calls your code on your computer very securely, Mike, very securely. No, it's not secure at all. And so basically, once you've got it unzipped and uninstalled, you basically go any terminal at all, anywhere, and you just type ngrok, like probably wherever you downloaded it. Open up a terminal there, and just type ngrok. And then no, don't type ngrok. You type ngrok. What's the port for us here? The port is 7070, 7171, 7171. Yeah, 7071. Then you go in a terminal and you type ngrok http http http. Let me copy paste that. 70. Yep. 70 whatever it is. 70 whatever it is. Okay. And once that's installed, it's going to give you these really cool URLs here. So for everybody, it'll be a different URL. So here it's created me this one. If I now go here and I can replace all of this local host with this, right? And it's going to basically do exactly the same thing as it did before. This is all that ngrok is doing, is it's giving us a public URL to something running locally on your computer. All right? Did anybody hit? Who followed the instructions to create an account on Azure? Oh, you did. Who else followed the instructions? Oh, people did. Okay, maybe we'll go that route then. Actually, I'm trying to save people the trouble of having to create an account on Azure, but maybe we just bite the bullet. Just do it. Just do it. Did anybody here buy a dev domain? You bought a dev domain? Yeah, several. I bought asim.dev. I got asim.dev, yeah. Yeah? I also got jotic.dev. Micah.dev. No, it's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. Even tried to get funny.dev is gone as well. Puns.dev. Pun.dev. Somebody made pun.dev. No, puns.dev. Funny pun jokes. Let's refresh it. I thought that. They haven't had a gig yet. All right. So who's you? I don't know where people are. How are people? Have you? Everybody's made a Mojifier. Has anybody downloaded ngrok? Yeah. Yeah, and you run it. Who here's run ngrok? Yeah. You're running ngrok. Excellent. Right. Let's go and create this Slack function. Oh, there's one other thing we need to do to create a Slack function. There's two things we need to do to create Slack. Two more things we need to do to create a Slack function. First thing, you need a Slack account. Okay, you can't really create a Slack bot without having an account on Slack. So obviously, so that's something we have to do. If you already own a Slack account or Slack workspace, you can reuse that one. If you haven't, you do need to create a Slack account, a Slack workspace, where you're going to install your bot. You can't install it on ours because you have to be admins. So how you do that is, if you go back into the setup step, I skipped out, remember at the start, I skipped out because I was scared. I wasn't sure how far we would get across. But let's give it a go again. So Slack workspace. We're going to go create a brand new Slack workspace. It's slack.com/create. I'm going to post that here as well. Okay, I'll do it with you. Let's all do it together. Create a new workspace. My email address, asim@codecraft.tv. asim@codecraft.tv. Let's name it something cool. Ah, damn it. Whatever. My code is 689065. Ah, what is the name of this company or team? Poopy. No. Brexit. No. Brexit solution. Limbless Nights. If I knew how to spell it, I would definitely do it. The Limber. This doesn't sound like appropriate. Is this appropriate? Okay, Limbless Nights. 1. Test. Okay, it's happening this way. What's a project your team is? Slack bots. No one. Skip now. Oh, done. Done. That's all you need to do. You need to do that. What I just did there. You need to create a Slack workspace. Pretty easy, right? Just boom, boom, boom. Go and create that. And log in online in a limbless, whatever you want to call it. Oh, maybe you need to finish signing up as well. No, you don't need to do that. That's it. That's all you need to do. People are just continuing to have fun with the Mojifier, right? It looks pretty accurate, actually. Anyway, once you create a Slack workspace, you need to create a Slack app. Okay? A workspace is just where you type messages and stuff like that. A Slack app is like a bot that you're going to run on Slack, right? That's the next thing you need to do. So I'm going to type it in here. You basically follow that link and you create a new Slack app. All right? And it should pop up here. Okay? So after you create a Slack workplace, click the link I just put in the Slack to create a new Slack app. Slack. You're going to give it a name. So ours is a limbless night app, whatever you want to call it. And just call it a development Slack workspace is limbless nights. Whatever one you created, that's the one you should probably pick, right? And then you just click create app. Boom, done. You've now created a Slack workspace, which is where you type in messages, a Slack app, which is how you make bots to write in that messages. You create two things here. And the next thing you want to do is you want to create a slash command. So you go in there, slash command, create new slash command, give it a name. Whatever you want to call your bot, your slash command, you give it a name. It can be rude, it can be not rude, it can be rude, it could be anything really. I'm going to type anything really. I'm going to type anything. That's the name of my command that's going to execute. So I use Mojifier before, obviously. I'm going to call this anything. Then you want to create a request URL. Ah, oh, missed a step. Damn it, I missed a step. All right. You're going to keep this tab open in your browser, and you're not going to close this tab. You're going to keep it open. And we're going to do something else. I apologize if we missed a step. Okay? Because we need to create a request URL. What happens when you type slash anything in your command, it's going to post, it's going to call whatever you put into request URL. You're going to give it a URL, and it's going to call it. And whatever that URL returns, that's what it's going to show in Slack. We need to create a request URL for it to call. It's a very, very simple stage. So we need to create another Azure function. That's all we need to do, create one more Azure function. Going back into Visual Studio. Let's stop debugging. Same as before. Azure functions, create function. Azure functions, create function. We're going to create another function. Another function. Right? Very, very simple one. It's going to be super, super simple. It'll be done in like 2 minutes. Right? create function. Same project. HTTP trigger. And we're going to call it, let's call it, you go into the instructions on step 6 of 10. I missed the step, my apologies. The name of it is respond to Slack command. You can call it whatever you want, but whatever. I'm calling it respond to Slack command. Enter. Anonymous. Security levels. Boom. There we go. Created another one. I'm going to refresh it here. Slack command. Respond to Slack command. This is the thing we're going to put in that box, and this is what's going to respond to the Slack command. Right? I name my functions very obviously for obvious reasons. Okay. And we do the same thing as we did before. We're going to take that index.js. I'm going to call it .ts. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab some code. And the code we're going to grab is... God, there's so much code here. We're actually going to go to GitHub. Respond to Slack command, index.ts. I'm going to paste this code in here. Just take that code, hit raw. In fact, just take the raw code. I'll just paste the raw code in here. Right? Take all of this code, paste it in here, hit save, and it should, because it should still be compiling into JavaScript. Okay? Should still be compiling into JavaScript. And you should have some beautiful JavaScript here. Here we go. And all that this is doing, all that this code is doing, is it's getting, Slack will post to this thing, and it's going to get whatever text is in the message, so that if you type like /Mojifier a URL, the URL is what comes in this text here, right? That's the URL. And then what it's going to do is it's basically going to return our Mojifier URL with the image URL as the URL you passed in. Is that easy to understand? I don't know if that's easy to understand, but that's what it's going to do. So it's running now, I think. So if I do F5, no, I'm not going to F5. So I'm going to run it now. Oh, it is running now. Okay, awesome. So it's running here. So you see, what this does is when you call this, it just returns some JSON, right? And this is what Slack needs. This, if you give Slack this JSON as a response, it puts something in the Slack channel. That's all it does. It puts something in the Slack channel. If you put text here, whatever text you put in that response is going to be responded in the Slack. And whatever attachments you put in, it's going to put as an attachment, right? So we're putting an image as an attachment, right? So when we look at what we did before ages ago, if we scroll all the way to the top, your Mojified image, yeah, and then this URL here, that's all that this is, your Mojified image, then this is the URL here, right? That's all that the slash command is doing. You need to give it a URL. If it returns some JSON in this format, it will then post that back in the Slack room. So the simplest Slack command you could possibly create. Okay. All right. Now we've got this running. We've got both of these things should be running locally on your machine. Right, locally on your machine. We need to go back to the Slack command tab in the browser, kind of start hooking things up. Is anybody on the line with mentors right now? No? You want to line with mentors? Still. Are they helping you? Thank you, sir. Yes, it's working. Is it working? Fantastic. Mentors are here to help you. Okay. So if you're stuck, don't feel afraid at all to contact them about anything. But where was I? I can't remember where I was. Help. Where was I? Can't remember. Where was I? Oh, ngrok. Sorry. Yeah, I remember now. So now we've done that command. So have you made the respond to Slack? Respond to Slack? Respond to Slack? Okay, we're good. Respond to Slack? You're well past it, aren't you? Ah, you already got it working, haven't you? Ah, that guy's too fast. Okay. So now we've got this respond to Slack here. And if you remember what I said before, was we also had, I got the ngrok working, if you remember, this ngrok. So actually, if I just did respond Slack, right? Fudge balls. Oh my God. Oh no, I think I need to restart. Oh, respond to Slack command. Yeah. Okay, so this is now, anybody could take this. So if you ran this, if I posted it in here, right? Oh, nice one. Well done. Well done. Okay, let's get in a couple of likes there. All right. So yeah. So if you hit that, you'll get it as well. So what we need to do is put this URL in that Slack window here, right? That's it. That URL there. In fact, let me just double check. That's the only thing you need to do. Boom, boom. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. And then once that's working, once that's there, you can give it a description and stuff if you want. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hit save. So I just took my ngrok URL ending in API respond to Slack command, that one, okay. I'm going to hit save. Darn. Short description does anything. Save. Okay. I've created a Slack / command. Done it. Happened. Right? But this one, it only runs in my Limbless Nights app, which is, where is it? Is it here? Yeah, Limbless Nights. So now if I go anything, damn it, maybe it does work. Maybe I need to refresh. Oh, sorry. Couple more steps. Yes, sorry. Then you go into basic information. Install your app to your workspace. You don't need to add that. Just respond to Slack command. Yeah? Mentors. Mentors. You can ask mentors if you need help. And the last thing, if you just go to install app to workspace. So before we were on /commands, we added our /command. Now we created our /command. Lastly, we need to install our app to our workspace. And make sure it's adding it to Limbless Nights. Authorize. Okay. We're not going to distribute it, right? You don't want your app to be used. You can't distribute it. You have to meet loads of requirements to distribute it, right? But you can. I've distributed one, but you know you could obviously distribute your app. But now hopefully it is working. Anything. See, it's there now. Boom. Did you see that? Debugging locally. Right. So this is not. I didn't give it an image. So it's going to give me. You must provide an image to Mojify. So now let's grab the L's again. Right. Anything. An image URL. Boom. Again, we're using ngrok, which is one of the really cool things about ngrok is we're still running locally, which means we're testing our Slack app and we can debug locally through it, which is one of the. I really like ngrok for that, right? And so everything looks good. We've got an image. Excellent. It's going to do all the things we like it to do. It's going to return. There we go. And yeah. Let me not debug it. Oh, yes. Things need to return within 3 seconds on Slack. Slack has a 3-second rule. So that is a problem with debugging. So you want to not, to actually make sure it's working, you want to just do, probably better do not debug and do func host start. Maybe that was the answer. We'll see. Now let's do it again. Yes. Boom. Right? Create a Slack command. Just replace people's faces with emojis. Just did it just now. There you go. This is where I want you to get to. You got to it? You got to it? Did you get to it ages ago? Okay. But you got to it. Yeah. You definitely got to it. You got to it? In the Slack room. You got to the Slack room. You got it posting in the Slack room? No, you just yeah. But before that. The fun part, right? You got to the fun part. Yeah. All right. Well, if you did want to go to the next stage, the only last step that there was here was to not use ngrok and to kind of like push yourself and like have your own code hosted somewhere. To do that, you need an account on Azure. And if you have created an account on Azure prior to this, I wouldn't bother trying to do it now if you're doing it now. But if you have created an account prior to this, all you need to do, and this is one of the really cool reasons I like to use it here, is if you go to, I've forgotten where it is now. Azure Functions, upload, deploy to function app. Sorry? For Azure Functions? Sorry. So this is the command palette. So So if I did, it's just the attached to is just the something else. Yeah. So Azure Functions create deploy to function app. If you have an Azure account. Sorry. Oh really? Does it not show up? Does it show up for you now? Yeah. But I think I tried to get everybody to install the extension earlier on. Yeah. Do you not have it? Do you have an Azure account? Boom. It's going to work for him. There you go. I'm excited right now. You're shaking your head. Don't shake your head. Right? You're good. You can go back to Visual Studio now. Yeah, create new function app. Yeah, give it. So I haven't. Sorry. Did you select a subscription? Go back out. Exit that. Exit that. Press escape. Right. All right. So you do have an Azure account. Deploy to function app. Does it come up with a subscription? Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You've got a slightly different thing. Okay, well, yeah, let's just go that way then. Oh, because you only have one subscription. Oh, you might not see this if you've only got one subscription. Okay. So now it's going to spend ages doing this. And then you're going to say create a new function app. You're going to give it a name like asim1, asim test 1, asim1, 1, asim1. Right, something unique, guaranteed to be unique. Then you're going to create a new resource group. You're just going to take whatever it tells you. Then you're going to create a new storage account, whatever it tells you. You're going to choose a country. You're going to choose in Western Europe, whichever one you want. And this is just basically taking our code and pushing it to the internet and giving us our own URL, which we can then use instead of that ngrok URL inside Slack. That's the only thing that we're doing here. That's the final step, right? It's the final step. But it's going to take a while, so we'll just leave it there because it's like an hour and a half in. That was it. Put your hand up if you create a Mojified image URL. Go on, put your hand up. Yeah? You did one. I saw one. Yeah, put your hands up. Hands up if you create a Mojified image. You did. Just put your hand up. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Okay, cool. Pretty good. You've got 50. You created one? Did you create one? You created a Mojified URL? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. I'm going to ask all of you now to really help us out here, because this has been a real experiment today with the mentors. Oh, who here asked for help from a mentor? Oh, fantastic. And got help from a mentor? No? Okay. Right, so what we're going to do is all of you are going to go into Slack, right? I'm going to click. Help me. It's just going to take 1 minute. Don't. Yeah, open it up. Yeah. Why do you need permissions? Oh, sugar, I've posted the wrong link. Right, you're all going to hang around for 2 seconds. That's the right one. I don't understand. Oh, idiots. And then I need to do the oh, forget it. I'll just do it myself. Okay, hang on. This, right. Right, second link. Or is it the same link? It's the same link. Right? We're going to do it together. We're going to all fill in the form together, yeah? Everybody open up the form. I want the form opened up, right? Second link, here we go, right? How far did you get in the workshop? How far did you get? That was the point of the mentors, was to try and help you push a little bit further. So, nowhere. I got nowhere, right? Or checked out the code, managed to build a starter code. Set up my computer with VS Code and the plugins, right? That'd be a great one if you all got there. Created the Mojify image function and mojified like a URL that will like Mojify an image, yeah? Did you deploy it to Azure? I don't think many people did. Did you? Yes, excellent. Oh, because I did the other way around. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, whatever. If you did all of it, click all of it. If you didn't, just do it whichever way around you did it. You did it. Did you need help from one of the mentors? Yes. So I actually got all the way, so I'm good. Did you need help from any of the mentors? Yes or no? Yes? No? Did you manage to get help from the mentors? Yes or no? Did they manage to figure out the problem and get you unblocked? Yes or no? Rate your mentor from useless to, oh my God, amazing. Okay? How was the workshop overall? Useless? Or, oh my God, amazing. Yeah? These are options, by the way. Would you go to a workshop like this again? Yes. Or if no, or other, say why. And just please, just write what you liked about it and what you didn't, what you would change about it. Because we are going to run these things again in the future, and it really helps just what went wrong, what didn't go wrong, what went wrong, what didn't go wrong, what went well. Okay. Thanks. You filled it out. Thanks, buddy. All right, and so that's it. So thank you very much. Did you all fill out the survey? You did? Yes, excellent. You can all leave after you filled out the survey. The survey is the most important part today. Thank you very much for your time. I think the next, when's the next meetup? Is in, and what do we, I've forgot. And who do you got speaking? Oh, that's Amy. Yeah? Yeah. Auto ML. Okay. So we're going to have two different types of talks next meetup. It's going to be a talk meetup next time, talkie. We're going to have an art talk about creative art with AI. And have somebody else doing, it's called Auto ML, which lets you build APIs to do advanced AI stuff, but it's all very point and click. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah. So thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah. Oh, Paolo, did you do Dean? Who did you do? Dean, yeah, you did Dean, yeah? Excellent.